Continuation to lecture on six-membered heterocycles. Today I am going to discuss mesoionic compounds. Arlo and McKenna in 1935 prepared a product by cyclodehydration of N-nitroso N-phenyl glycine with acetic anhydride, and whatever the product they obtained, they assigned a structure, but that structure proposed for the obtained product was not in agreement with the properties they studied. And this is the nitroso N-phenyl glycine obtained through sequence of reaction. This N-nitroso N-phenyl glycine, upon treatment with acetic anhydride, they proposed this structure like this, but this structure was not in agreement with the properties studied. So, Baker et al. In 1949 observed that actual structure of molecule to be resonance hybrid of number of dipolar and tetrapolar structure. And whatever Earl and McCanney proposed the structure, it is not agreement with the properties they studied. Hence, in 1949, Baker et al. Observed that actual structure of the molecule will be resonance hybrid of number of dipolar and tetrapolar structures. Further, they indicated that it is not possible to write a covalent structure without separating positive and negative charges. Also, it cannot be represented by any one contributing structure among a number of canonical forms. So, therefore, a general term mesoionic, that is mesomeric plus ionic, was introduced to describe molecule having such electronic distribution. So, whatever the compound prepared by Alan McCanney and whatever the structure they have proposed, it is not actually the structure what they predicted, but it is in the dipolar or tetrapolar structure, and it is not covalent in nature, and it is separated by charges, means positive and negative charge. Also, it cannot be represented by a one contributing structure among the number of canonical forms possible for that structure. So this is the series of structures possible for the product which is obtained by cyclodehydration of N-nitroso N-phenyl glycinamide, and these are called mesoionic compound, means they have positive and negative charge will be separated, and they have resonance hybrid of number of dipolar structure. So this is dipolar structure, this is also dipolar, here also it is dipolar, this is also dipolar, this is also dipolar structure, and if you see this one, it is a tetrapolar structure. Again, it is going to have dipolar structure, and finally it is going to have tetrapolar structure. And such type of molecules which is having this kind of electronic distribution, that is they have dipolar as well as tetrapolar structures, and they cannot be represented by a covalent structure. If it is represented by a covalent structure, they will have charges, that is positive and negative charge. So if we write a covalent structure for this molecule, 100% it will have positive and negative charges will be separated, and these are all the possible canonical forms. So we cannot take a single canonical form to explain the structure, because it cannot be represented by a single canonical form. So hence they coined the term mesoionic, that is the radic effect is possible, that is overlapping between p orbital and pi orbital, and they will have ionic structure, that is there is charge separation, positive and negative. Such type of compounds are called mesoionic compounds. So what is the definition of mesoionic compound or mesoionic heterocycle is, IUPAC has given definition for mesoionic compound, that is it is dipolar 5-membered heterocycle compounds in which both the negative and positive charges are delocalized, for which a total covalent structure cannot be written and which cannot be represented satisfactorily by any one polar structure. The formal positive charge is associated with ring atoms, and formal negative charge is associated with exocyclic nitrogen or chalcogens like oxygen sulfur atom. So this is the definition of mesoionic compound, that is it is a 5-membered heterocycle dipolar 5-member heterocycle with both positive and negative charge, and which cannot be written in covalent structure. Okay, there will be charge separation always, and which cannot be represented satisfactorily by any one polar structure. So this is not the only polar structure, and we have seen in the previous slide that it is having number of canonical forms, that is dipolar as well as tetrapolar canonical forms, and it is not possible to represent by one polar structure. And whatever the formal positive charge, it is associated with the ring atom. So the positive charge will be on the ring, and if you come for formal negative charge, it will be associated with exocyclic atom, that it may be nitrogen or it may be chalcogen like oxygen or sulfur. So this is actual definition which is given by IUPAC, and the same definition has been given by Baker also. Compounds, they have two representative members, that is Sidnone and Munchnon. Sidnone, the name has been derived from lactone, and in honor of University of Sydney. So the Sidnone has been derived from University of Sydney and lactone. So this lactone is actually the product which is obtained after the cyclodehydration of N-nitroso-N phenyl glycine. So from that lactone, ONE has been chosen, and in honor of University of Sydney, because the first mesoionic compound has been synthesized by Earl and McKenna from University of Sydney. So the name Sidnone has been given, that is Sydney plus lactone. In Sydney they have taken Sidn, and in lactone 1. So the name is Sidnone, and it is one of the representative member of mesoionic compound. And one more is Munchnone, which is prepared by Lawson and Miles in 1958, and it has been derived by Munchane plus lactone. Means in German it is Munich. So these are the two representative members of mesoionic compounds, that is Sidnone and Munchnone. And if you come for the aromaticity of this mesoionic compound, the aromaticity of mesoionic compound is explained by classical sextet theory. It is called Clare's aromatic sextet theory. According to this theory, there are total of 7 2p-Z electrons contributed by 5 atoms forming the ring, and 1 2p-Z electron on the exocyclic atom. So there are 7 2p-Z electrons contributed by 5 atoms. So if you look at the ring, 5-membered ring, there are 7 2p-Z electrons are contributed, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this 7 electrons on the 2p-Z orbital is contributed by 5 atoms, and 1 electron by exocyclic atom. So this is the exocyclic atom, and it is going to contribute 1 electron. A sextet of electrons will be obtained if one of 7 2p-Z electrons is paired with single electron on exocyclic atom. So according to Clare's aromatic sextet theory, so if the compound has to be called as aromatic, it has to obey the sextet rule. So here in the ring system we have 7 electron, and whereas in the exocyclic atom it has 1 electron. So how it is going to attain that sextet is by transferring 1 electron, and it is going to pair up with the single electron on exocyclic atom. So here the 7 electrons and this single electron, 1 electron from the 5-membered ring system will get paired up with the exocyclic atom electron. And so since there is removal of electron from this ring system, so it is going to attain a positive charge, and here this exocyclic atom will get negative charge. So the charges are now balanced, and if you count the number of electrons here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so now it has become sextet. So it is going to obey Clare's aromatic sextet theory. So this is now it is going to act as aromatic compound. So this is how it is going to attain aromatic character. Means mesoionic compound, there are 7 2p set electrons, so which is residing on the 5 atoms in the ring, and 1 electron will be in the exocyclic atom. So in order to attain sextet of electrons, what this mesoionic compound is going to do is, one of the electron in the ring system will be get paired up with the exocyclic atom electron, so thereby creating positive charge on the ring. So thereby in order to balance the charge, exocyclic atom will get negative charge. So thereby it is going to fulfill the classical sextet theory, and these compounds are aromatic in nature. And mesoionic compounds are generally classified into two types based on the position of two heteroatoms contributing 2 electrons each to the aromatic sextet. So mesoionic compounds has been classified into two types. So that classification will be based on position of two heteroatoms contributing 2 electrons each to the aromatic sextet. So based on this contribution, there are two types, that is type A. So in this mesoionic heterocycle, two heteroatoms contributing 2 electrons are non-adjacent. Means here the heteroatoms which are contributing 2 electrons, they are non-adjacent. Whereas in the second type, that is type B, in this mesoionic heterocycles, two heteroatoms contributing 2 electrons are adjacent to each other. So this is the classification. So this is based on the whether the two heteroatoms which are contributing 2 electrons to the aromatic sextet, whether they are on the adjacent side or they are not in adjacent. So based on that one, it has been classified into two types, that is type A, type B. So if you see the Sidnone, which is first prepared mesoionic compound, so these two heteroatoms, if you see the contributing structure, because we have to see all the canonical forms, because this mesoionic compounds cannot be of one canonical form. They cannot be decided by one structure. So if you look at the Sidnone, so type A mesoionic compounds, here these two heteroatoms are contributing 2 electrons to the aromatic sextet. So here you can see the 2 electrons from this oxygen atom will be involved in the sextet, and if you see here, this nitrogen atom is going to donate 2 electrons to the aromatic sextet. So whereas this nitrogen will not donate any electron, means 2 electron to the aromatic sextet, just it is going to carry the charge. So these two, now if you see these two, nitrogen and oxygen, they are not adjacent, so hence they belong to type A category. So this is the classification of mesoionic compound on the basis of whether the two heteroatoms contributing 2 electrons each to the aromatic sextet, whether they are adjacent or non-adjacent. So here I given the example of type A, that is the two heteroatoms which are contributing 2 electrons to the aromatic sextet are non-adjacent. So this will come under type A category. And there are more than 144 mesoionic heterocycles of type A are known, and less than 84 type B are known. And these mesoionic heterocycles are synthetic origin, though they contain naturally occurring heterocycle rings like pyrazole, imidazole, thiazole, oxadiazole, and triazole. They are all of synthetic origin, but even they contain the naturally occurring heterocycles like pyrazole, imidazole, thiazole, oxadiazole, or triazole. They are not naturally occurring, but they are of synthetic origin. And these are the examples for type A mesoionic compound. So come for the examples of type B. So these are the examples for type B. So here the heteroatoms are adjacent to each other. Here also they are adjacent to each other. Here these two are adjacent. So just adjacent atoms, adjacent heteroatoms which are contributing electrons to the aromatic sextet we need to consider. On the basis of this one, this will come under type B classification. So of all the mesoionic compounds known, Sidnon ring is the most extensively studied because of essay of its synthesis from primary amine, and it is only mesoionic compound undergoes wide variety of chemical reactions. So whatever the examples are given, type B as well as type A. So among those, Sidnon is the well studied. Why? Because it's assay of synthesis, so it is easy to prepare from primary amine, and the only mesoionic compound undergoes wide variety of chemical reactions. So there may be 144 type A mesoionic structure and 84 type B mesoionic heterocycles, but among those, Sidnon is the only mesoionic compound which will undergo wide variety of chemical reaction. So Sidnon mesoionic heterocycle is very important. So now we will see how Sidnon ring is synthesized, its synthetic route, and what are the reactions it will show in organic synthesis. So Sidnon belong to non-benzenoid heterocycle, and it is most extensively studied type A mesoionic heterocycle, and general synthetic route for the synthesis is from primary amines. So this is the general synthetic route for the Sidnon mesoionic heterocycle preparation. So from primary amine upon treatment with this chloroacetic acid, it is going to form this amino acetic acid derivative. So which upon a treatment with sodium nitrate and HCl, it will undergo nitrosination reaction. So this nitroso compound will undergo dehydration, cyclodehydration, to give 1,2,3-oxodiazole 5,1. So this is the synthesis of Sidnon mesoionic heterocycle. And if you come for the reactions of Sidnon ring, so first reaction is substitution reaction. Sidnon unsubstituted at fourth position undergoes substitution with wide variety of electrophiles with retention of ring. So if you take Sidnon ring, if the fourth position is unsubstituted, then it will undergo electrophilic substitution reaction with retention of ring. So there won't be any ring cleavage or ring opening. So the ring will be intact, and at the fourth position it is going to be substituted with electrophile. So it will undergo electrophilic substitution reaction only when the fourth position is unsubstituted. So if it is substituted, then it won't undergo substitution reaction. So this is the first reaction of Sidnon, that is substitution reaction. The most important reaction is 1,3-dipolar cycloaddition reaction. So Sidnon will act as a 1,3-dipole. So if you take one of the canonical form, so it will be like 1,3-dipole. So this is one of the canonical form of Sidnon, where there is separation of charge between 1, 2, 3. So it is going to act as 1,3-dipole. So since we know 1,3, if there is 1,3-dipole, then there is chance of undergoing 1,3-dipolar cycloaddition reaction with dipolorophile. So since Sidnon acts as 1,3-dipole, hence it undergoes 1,3-dipolar cycloaddition reaction with unsaturated systems, that is dipolorophiles. So these reactions are highly useful in heterocyclic synthesis, as they involve one-part conversion to the 5-membered 1,2-diaza heterocycles. So what is the importance of this 1,3-dipolar cycloaddition of Sidnon with dipolorophile is it is going to form a heterocyclic ring system, that too 5-membered 1,2-diaza heterocycle, and these heterocycles are important in organic synthesis. So if you come for the mechanism, how it will undergo 1,3-dipolar cycloaddition reaction. So this one of the canonical form of Sidnon where it is going to act as 1,3 dipole, will react with dipolorophile. So it is going to form this adduct. So this adduct will undergo decarboxylation followed by hydride shift to form dihydro product. So this dihydro product, upon treatment with some dehydrogenating agent like chloranil, will be used to get 1,2 diaza heterocycle. So this is pyroxylene derivative. So this is the use of Signon. Means if it undergoes 1,3 dipolar cycloaddition reaction with dipolorophile, the first step will be cycloaddition reaction, and it is going to form 5-membered heterocycle. And after formation of this 5-membered heterocycle, there will be loss of carbon dioxide, and simultaneously there will be hydrate shift. So after hydrate shift, it is going to result in dihydro product. That dihydro product, upon dehydrogenation, will give 1,2 diaza heterocycle. So this is in the case of alkene acting as dipolorophile. So what happens if we treat this dipolorophile with alkyne? So same case, this Signon will act as 1,3 dipole. It will react with the alkynes. So it is going to form a 5-membered heterocyclic ring system. It will undergo decarboxylation to give pyroxylene derivative. So there is no need of using any dehydrogenating agent. So it is a simple reaction for getting 1,2 diaza heterocycle. And this 1,3 dipole also react with benzene. So benzene, it is a reactive intermediate. It will undergo reaction with 1,3 dipole, and it is going to form again 5-membered ring system. This, upon loss of carbon dioxide, it is going to give indazole derivative. Next reaction is ring cleavage. So Signon ring is facile and undergoes ring cleavage to mono-substituted hydrogens in almost quantitative yield in presence of hydrochloric acid. So if Signon ring, if it is treated with hydrochloric acid, it will undergo ring cleavage because that Signon ring is very facile. So it will undergo ring cleavage reaction. It will undergo ring cleavage to give mono-substituted hydrogens. So that is in quantitative yield. And this method is a convenient method for converting primary amine to corresponding hydrogens. So this is also one of the important reaction of mesoionic compound, that is Signon ring system. Means if we want substituted hydrogen derivatives from primary amines, so it is very easy for the preparation of substituted hydrogen derivative. So Signon ring is facile. It will undergo ring cleavage if it is treated with hydrochloric acid. So it is going to lead to the formation of mono-substituted hydrogens, and this is a convenient method for preparing mono-substituted hydrogens from primary amines. These are the important reactions of mesoionic compound. That is, will undergo substitution reaction with electrophile if it is having unsubstitution at 4th position, and the Signon, one of its canonical form, is going to act as 1,3 dipole. So because of exhibiting 1,3 dipolar nature, it will undergo 1,3 dipolar cycloaddition reaction with dipolorophiles, and this 1,3 dipolar cycloaddition is very important because it is going to lead to the formation of 5-membered 1,2 diaza heterocycles. And last is ring cleavage. So Signon, it is facile. Whenever it is treated with acid, it will undergo ring cleavage to form mono-substituted hydrogen, and this is a convenient method for converting primary amine to corresponding hydrazines. So these are the important aspects of meso-ionic compounds. Thank you.